What brand of camera?
Olympus.
Oh, Olympus.
Nice. All right, then.
You can get it anywhere.
Yep. Be quiet.
Be quiet?
Yeah.
Watch out, I'm floating. Welcome to Depew, New York, folks. This is the Amtrak Station here over on Dick Road between Walden and Broadway. And I am the Tank Commander, and I have back with me, we have my fellow YouTuber, Buffalo Mainline. And we did some rail fanning today. And I gotta say, we were pretty lucky. What was it you say, Buffalo Mainline? We caught about like 5 trains today?
5 trains today, that's about right.
Yeah, so we caught at least a couple of container trains, also known as a stack train. We caught an Amtrak eastbound going, which was the Maple Leaf service. And there was also a stalled tanker train here, which was going eastbound as well. Which I guess it was very interesting because that train was a lot longer than we expected. In fact, I'd say most of them were.
Oh yeah, most of them today were very long. The Amtrak going east, that had the Empire service P40 on it, so that was a cool catch on it. Really not that much activity. It's quieted down around now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Friday, so, I mean, most
Yeah.
people are going to be out doing things, but we're talking railroads here. This is railfanning, for God's sake. And currently, as I looked through our things here, as you can see, we have these two-way radios here. These are the Baofeng UV5R radio, which is a two-way radio, and I have personally customized these with these long-range antennas, which should give them a range of up to 50 miles. And we currently have them on frequency mode with our little, what they call police walkies. These are on frequency mode. Now, what that means is every railroad has a frequency for the radio. And with that, what we have is that the railway frequency here is for CSX, but there's a lot of frequencies going on. So what we have here is specifically for the Buffalo Terminal Consolidated subdivision of CSX. And this division goes from here to Batavia. And from Batavia, that starts the Rochester subdivision. Am I right?
Yes.
And basically, we can even switch these to channel mode as well. So hopefully, by using these, we'll be able to catch more trains by where I live, and you guys will be able to see more videos on that. And I gotta say, it was very interesting seeing how fast some of these were highballing.
Yes.
For any of you who don't know what highballing is a railroad term, which means that anybody who is going like over a certain speed, I don't know, what would you say, Buffalo Mainline?
I'd say 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, so anything over 60 miles an hour, you'll see a train going through here is pretty fast. But that's obviously when they have to keep timetables. Now, I'm not sure if you guys remember from my previous videos here a while back, like a few months before that. In fact, actually, before I went on my January cruise. The reason why they're going so fast is because this is what's known as the water level route, because it would follow the route of the Erie Canal. And basically, this route is basically majority level, but right here in the Buffalo Terminal Consolidated subdivision, this line right here is basically the apex of the grade. So they're going to be coming upgrade to this station and going downgrade into the Frontier Yard by CSX, which is, I don't know, would you say about a mile down the road?
I would say a mile and a half down the road. After Frontier, then you get over to McKinley area. McKinley Blaisdell area, it turns into the Lakeshore Route, which takes you from Blaisdell almost
all going on with the pandemic, and basically it's just what has to be run through. You can catch more trains here a lot more often if you stay here more often, but our time is limited, and we're definitely glad that we can come here,
Oh, yeah.
especially with such beautiful weather.
Yes, nice day, 75 degrees, some wind, but you can put up with it. It's not too terrible, and it's just the right amount. You're not sweating out here. You're not freezing. Probably the best time to go in Railfan.
I do agree with that. When it's nice weather like this, the heat of the sun compensates for the breeze out here. I mean, mainly if you look around here, there's literally like little to no trees to catch the wind for you, especially on a quadruple track main line.
Oh yes, when we get tall stack trains flying through here, it goes highballing through here. It gets windy enough where behind the scenes, I'll admit it, we have the tank commander here holding on to his camera, not for his dear life, but for the camera not to get sucked down into the train. It's
Yes, I mean, granted, I have you're seeing the thing on a tripod now, but when those things fly through, they create their own, like, wind current along the sides. And if you guys remember seeing from my my previous train video on the Buffalo-Pittsburgh main line, closer to where I live, having that all extended up, the wind really kicks it up. So you definitely have to be careful when those things eyeball through here. But it's definitely an interesting location to come by. I know it's a little bit out of the way for most people, but if you guys are considering rail fanning, then definitely consider at least looking at a railroad map or of any kind of map of your local area. That way you can tell where you want to find the best places to do rail fanning. Would there be any other advice that you think they need, Buffalo Mainline? Because I know you guys have done more rail fanning than me most of the time.
yeah, to Railfan, I do recommend going to stations first for two reasons. First of all, you can get your passenger trains. Second of all, you're in a location where you're not going to get harassed by the railroad police. You're not going to get the crew members calling you in for trespassing. You're safe. It's on an Amtrak station here. It's federal public property, just like you're walking next to the monuments in Washington, D.C. You're free. You can film. You can do whatever you want. You're not going to get harassed. It's fine to go out and film. If you do want to go out and start catching and chasing trains, it's very clear. Be safe. Definitely be safe.
Yes, indeed. As with Project Lifesaver, as we've all known, is that anytime you're doing this, everybody, like we said, be safe, not stupid. And that's mainly coming from me because that's just my lingo mainly.
Yes, always be safe. I always recommend if you're hiking around next to some train tracks, put some closed-toe shoes on. Don't be wearing sandals. Up here on the platform today, I'm wearing sandals. But if I were to go down, start walking next to the grade here, go throw on some boots. Be safe. Always be visible. Don't wear dark colors and snooping around in the tracks at night. Don't do it. Be at least in some color. That way they see you. All rail fans are friendly. All conductors, engineers they're friendly. Don't be scared to do it. Me and my dad, we mostly do it in our free time. An hour here, 2 hours there. We don't need that much of a time. So just feel free to get out and start rail fanning. Get out of the house. It's a good quarantining. You could say hobby where you can stay 6 feet. You can stay 6 feet from everyone else. I mean, not in this interview, maybe 2 feet, but
The benefit for that is because we have our masks on, so
Yeah.
that's the benefit. Because like I said, it's all about safety. Because people may think that it's difficult when you're driving around your cars and all that are weighing a couple thousand pounds. Well, as you saw with my train wreck video, if any of you haven't seen that, I'll put the link in the description box below. Do not be messing around railroads, because if you're doing that, you're putting yourself even more at risk. Because as you've seen with the trains in this video, each of those locomotives can weigh between, pardon me. Each of these locomotives can weigh between an average of 80 to 180 tons apiece. And when those trains are going that fast, you have a lot of energy going against you. So, as we both say, be safe, be smart, and make sure you watch your back. Because playing around railroad tracks is a lot more dangerous than playing around an open road. Am I right?
Oh, definitely. Always be safe. It's like, number one, you see it back in the 50s and 60s when railroads were still going strong. You'd see water towers, sides of railroad cars that say, stay safe, safety first. It's everywhere. So just do it for your own good. You don't want to get crushed by the ton, because guess what? There's not going to be any of you left to go down to the coroner's office with. You're done. So, always be safe. Don't run railroad crossings. Don't trespass. And if you do trespass, make sure it's for a good reason. Always wear closed-toed shoes when you're near a railroad track. But you can give it a pass on a platform or at a station where it's flat level surface. You don't have to worry about anything. But just always stay safe. Safety's number one.
Furthermore, about the trespassing thing, let me just tell you this, folks. I've seen plenty of videos online where people have hopped trains to ride places. Now, they do have a lot of guts doing that, especially a lot of stamina, because you really shouldn't be doing that. Also, for more interesting stories about these, because like Buffalo Mainline said, is that these trains are highballing it through here. But you gotta realize, people have become less safe around this, because it's not like the 40s and 50s when trains were highballing through here multiple times an hour. This is a lot less like then. And if you want further ideas about that, I encourage you guys to check out the book called Ghost Train, written by Tony Reevy. It is a very good book, and it gives you a lot of interesting prospects about just what happens when somebody like a tramp decides to hop a train, and the risks that are involved. But anyway, this has been our latest railfanning video, and I do hope that soon we are going to get into also a railroad safety video as well. So we hope you stay tuned, and don't forget to subscribe to both our channels, links in the video description box below, and especially Buffalo Mainline, because he needs the subscribers. So everybody, this is from me, the Tank Commander,
And Buffalo Mainline.
Everybody, thank you, and stay safe, stay healthy, and stay smart, and happy rail fanning.